I'm Brian Posehn. You may know me from my stand-up comedy or from the TV shows I've been on, like the Sarah Silverman program. I love comic books, metal, and anything nerdy, except furries. They're gross. But that does include Dungeons & Dragons, which I've been playing with the same group of my funny friends for a decade now. So we decided to record us playing the game and turn it into a podcast, and we call it
Nerd Poker. Dungeons & Dragons with Brian Posehn and friends.
Blaine!
Ken!
Sarah!
Sark. Don't forget Jerry.
Now with more
Dan.
And Steve.
and less Sarah, Jerry, and Sark. Hey, it's Brian Posehn, and you're listening to Nerd Poker, Dungeons & Dragons with Brian Posehn and friends. Hi, friends.
Hi, Brian.
Hi.
There's a new friend.
Hi.
Well, an old friend, but a new Nerd Poker friend. Brendan Small from Drawn Together.
Yeah, that's my show.
And Family Guy.
That's
and what
right.
else?
I
bunch of
did
animated.
That's My Bush. Remember that one?
Yeah.
So it's like
Yeah,
a
I
reality
worked on it
show,
with you,
but
I
it's a
think.
cartoon.
Yeah, we worked on it together for a long time.
Sure, yeah.
We went overseas. We'll get a hotel overseas. That's how we write. Yeah. It's good to be here. Thank you for having me.
Man,
Yeah.
thanks for coming by.
Absolutely. I've been dying to do this for a long time because I need to figure it out for my own purposes.
Steve was going to be here, and at the last minute, he's got an audition that's way more important for. He's
Big
going to be
shot
the
actor.
new.
He's gonna be the new
Colonel Sanders.
He's
Colonel Sanders. He's where it was going.
He's going to be the weird mutant
I was
guy
gonna say
on the,
Wendy's, the girl from Wendy's.
I was going to say the Six Flags commercials with the
Mr. Six?
Yeah, with the fucking bow tie and the
Great character.
And Blaine had a doctor go up his ass, and he also can't be here for different reasons.
I wished him well today, and he texted me sphincters crossed.
No, we did find out he is okay.
That is so Blaine.
Yep. Yeah,
that's
that's totally
good.
Blaine. So that's that. Let's jump in. Oh, so since Blaine isn't here,
He's not.
no, we're gonna have.
We're going to sit around and we're going to just wait for our characters to do stuff on their own.
No,
Oh, wait, what?
you're gonna run the show.
We could
Oh,
just
okay.
fight like 16 giants in a row because that's what we usually do.
Well, I thought it'd be fun to switch things up today, and you would only fight green giants.
Oh, perfect.
No, yeah,
ho.
I came up with a little short-term run you guys can do where you can murder a bunch of new, different, strange things, and it'll be a good time.
Cool. And are we gonna introduce Brendan's character now, or in the game? Or?
Why don't we introduce his character in game? He can.
That's fair enough.
He
Whatever
can
you
do
guys
it
wanna
nice
do.
and fun and awkward and in character-ish.
Right. Now, Brendan has never officially played D&D, but you know the vibe. You've always
I know the
wanted it.
vibe. I tried when I was in junior high. I tried to strike. I actually tried to say, "Come on, guys, we got to figure out how to do this."
So, yeah, you bought the books. And
Yeah,
you
I
did
bought the books, and I tried to teach myself and my stupid fat friend, like two guys with double chins, staring into the sadness of each other's eyes, realizing we didn't have the brain power to play Dungeons and Dragons together. And it was a really sad day. We did spend a long time rolling dice and setting up our characters, so I may have that somewhere. Like I may have
So
a sketch
instead of
my
having
guy.
this game, you just went into your room and doodled around on a guitar.
Yeah, yeah,
sad.
exactly. No, I didn't
Got
have the
really
guitar
good
yet.
at another skill.
Well, that would be a couple years later, but yeah. No, we probably just ate candy instead. That was our thing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Candy's
pretty good.
delicious. I love candy.
Candy's really good.
If any listeners, you guys should check out Candy. And cakes. Cakes are good too. I'm guessing
They're
a lot of
both
people
all over the
know
place.
what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you can get them anywhere.
Cake and candy, yeah. You can get candy on top of a cake.
Yeah,
You know that shit?
I heard about that somewhere.
I had candy cake for my birthday. It was good.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Sounds great. Can we order some candy cake?
Well, let's jump in.
Let's do this.
All right.
So we're going to be in an alternate world for those of you who were around when Blaine did a what we would call a danger room. He did this last year, I believe.
Yeah.
And you went to, was it Uncle Touchy's Magic Castle or something?
Sounds
It was
right.
A haunted house type of situation. It's the same thing. It's going to be
Comedy club.
alternate dimension, same characters. So in the current campaign in the normal run, a character named Nausicaa tried to teleport everybody and fucked it up. And we went to a giant land. In this reality, everyone was exactly the same until they reached that teleportation room. And what happened was Nausicaa prayed to her goddess that everyone could go back to a land of normal people, and the goddess listened in this reality. And in exchange for teleporting the party back, she made Nausicaa's body parts slowly float off and pop and explode. And so
Jesus.
she was sacrificed to the goddess Inzarina.
Poor
In
Nausicaa.
exchange, you guys all landed in a nice, quiet rural town
That's real sad.
back near where you came from. It would have been sad if she wasn't so gross. But she was really gross and an evil character, so I have no problem telling you that she exploded.
Fuck her,
It's
then.
amusing to me. Yeah, you know what? She would have...
Seriously.
When you go back to playing with her, you're going to hate her a little more. And that's fine. So in this world, you regrouped a little bit, and Winter and Hug wanted to get back into the action and see some magic, so they recommended to Dag that they go check out a moon festival in a nearby town. Lots of ships, lots of different cultures come to this festival. It's off of an ocean. It's a big port city. And what's fun about this is they give away a lot of bullshit trinket magical items, but if you're like Hug or Winter, you know where to get some good magical items. And this year, there's a special occasion for the Moon Festival. The local fairy population, who normally stay completely hidden and don't interact.
This all sounds made up.
You won't believe it, but it is. The local fairy population normally would never interact with humans. They're completely hidden. They have protective magics, so they never even wander in the forest and meet the fairies. Have been persuaded by the local government to put on a spectacular nighttime show to entertain merchants from faraway continents and such. You know, phantasma, dragons in the sky, crazy fireworks on the ground, all of it completely harmless, of course. And so, Winter, Hug hear about this. They call up Dag on the, can on a string that you would have in medieval times. And they say, hey, you should come check out this Moon Festival. We'll get the band back together. And so they do. They show up. Everything's very exciting. There's way more people than you've ever seen here before. And you go, you know what? We want to go hit up the Magic open mic while we're here. So we'll go put on a little show. And, Hug, Winter both get to go up. Winter just does it for fun. He's drunk. He just has a couple of sparks go off. Hug, you do your routine illusions. What would you call those? What would you call those?
What do you mean? Just
What would be a part of your act? Yeah.
You get the linking rings. You get the little cage with a bird in it that everyone puts their hand on and it disappears. Perhaps levitating a maiden.
Ooh, okay. And you know what? It goes pretty well. Why don't you roll 20-sided real quick?
All right.
We'll see.
3.
All right, it doesn't go great, but no one's upset. And you remember,
Call 5 girls a cunt.
but you think back to the first time you all met, and it goes far better than that. Nothing
Yes,
catches on
I
fire. No
burned
one
the place
boos you. But it starts going on a little longer than you thought it would.
Uh-oh.
And you realize at a certain point, Barkers were supposed to announce the big magic show, and it's getting dark, but no one's done it yet. And you realize they're stalling. You start looking around, you hear whispers, where's the fairies? We don't see any fairies. Was this all a scam? Dag is particularly annoyed because he really only kind of enjoyed Hug and Winter's sets, and everyone else is just really fucking horrible. He doesn't want to be here. He hasn't even seen a fun sword or murdering device. It's all just little bracelets with a spell on them that make your eyes sparkle in the dark. Like there's not even like a fun spell he can use.
Like if I went to a real open mic. Like an open
Dag
mic
misses
comedy.
you missed the comedy open mics that Dag would do?
Yeah.
What's one of Dag's jokes, Brian?
I don't know.
Because they're stalling at the open mic, and one of the organizers of the open mic goes up to you and goes, "Hey, do you know any magic? Do you want to get up there and do a quick type 3 minutes?"
Okay.
So you go up there. You tell us what jokes Dag would do.
The town weirdo and a little boy are walking through the forest, and the little boy says, "I'm scared," and the town weirdo goes, "You think you're scared? I gotta walk out of here alone." Hey, what's up? Why's everybody?
And while you're doing this, the crowd laughs nervously. They're glad they get a break from the shitty magic show.
See, the town weirdo's going to rape the little boy and then kill him, is what the joke is.
Oh, no.
And as you walk off stage to...
It's a joke. It's a joke you can take home with you. It's one of those things you can just take home and try on your
Lie
boss.
awake at night and stare at the ceiling thinking about
Yeah,
it.
sure.
as you return to your group of friends, this character approaches you and introduces himself. Well, what would you like to say?
Hello, everyone.
Oh,
Hi.
hello.
It's good to see you all here. What a night, isn't it? Yes, it is.
Sure.
Yes, the calming glow of the moon. Yes?
Yes, yeah, totally.
Yes. Don't you
Indeed.
agree that it's calming?
It's very calming.
Let me introduce
Extremely
myself.
calming.
My name is Elzid. Elzid Falconcrow. How do you do?
Very nice
Well.
to meet you. I'm Hug, and this is Dag.
Hug. Nice to
is
meet
Winter.
you. Hello, Winter. And your name, sir?
Dag.
I really enjoyed your joke up there.
It was all right. Thanks.
No, it was really funny. It's how you said it that was funny. And then the explanation afterwards.
Oh, thank you.
That was my favorite part. Anyway,
That cleared up for everybody.
once again, I'm Elzid Falconcrow. I guess I'm a level 6. I don't know, fighter, thief, and you're looking at me, you're wondering where I'm from. Well, I'm half elf and I'm half Samoan.
Oh, that explains.
Yes. Very much like a man known as The Rock.
That is exactly The Rock's race and alignment and,
Yes.
and class.
Pointy ears and a similar haircut.
Dwayne the Elf Johnson. Half Elf Johnson.
And as what's your name again?
My name would be Elzid Falconcrow.
Elzid Falconcrow tells you how nice the moon is. You all notice up at the moon it is a bit strange, and you remember you heard at this particular festival.
It's calming.
It's calming, but it's also hypnotizing. You look at the moon and you remember something you heard earlier
little
about
too
how
calming.
there's volcanoes that are erupting on the moon this year, and you normally can't see that, but the fairies are supposed to harness this magic of the volcanoes on the moon somehow. And you notice the moon is sparkling more than usual, looks a little bigger than usual, and then your eyes are torn away as you notice there's a new act on the stage, a very strange and different act. The guy who's running the MC for the magic show open mic says, "Hey everybody, we're real sorry about the fairies. I guess the fairies are still coming. They're running a little late, but they sent one of their own. He's gonna help. I don't know. I guess kill some time while we're all waiting for the big show. Please welcome up to the stage." And he leans over, and you notice he's whispering to a small moth-sized creature. It's about 8 inches tall, though. It's not sparkling or anything. But it appears to be a fairy. You've never seen a fairy before, so if it takes you a minute to even realize the thing next to him is a sentient being. And he whispers to it, and you hear him go, "No, that's not a name. What's your name?" And he listens again, and he goes, "Are you fucking kidding me? I'm not gonna try to say that." And he goes, "All right, everybody, give it up. We're gonna have a little magic set by a real fucking fairy. Give it up for Ding Ding." And he walks off stage, and it's the saddest fucking thing you've ever seen in your life. This fairy pulls out a little wand and starts doing like a little like cheerleader dance. It's saying things that are just sort of like, "All right, on this next trick, we call it the Lujugai. And he like does a backflip and then like a circle and a twirl, but it's just a fairy dancing around. Like it looks like it's taking a lot out of him. He's getting kind of tired. You see a lot of flop sweat, but everyone's so bored by the first fairy they've ever seen. It takes on this complete catastrophic vibe. You're worried someone's going to go up there and murder this thing. People start booing. People start throwing produce. Luckily, he's very quick and he doesn't get pelted and killed. But he's going to die. You're like, this guy's going to get murdered the second he walks off stage. And he realizes it too, so he cuts his own act short and he stops. And he waves his wand, and all of a sudden, in a projected voice, you hear Ding Ding say, "Ladies and gentlemen, the big magic show is coming. Please calm yourselves and be patient. This is the end of my act. I hope you enjoyed it. Please stay calm and enjoy the rest of your evening. There will be a big magic show. Please calm down." And he nervously flitters off stage. The MC comes back up, brings people up. Ding Ding, completely exhausted. You're still near the edge of the stage. He flies over to you guys. And he pulls out a tiny pipe, and he says, "Hey, any of you guys?" I'm sorry. He goes, "Hey, any of you guys got some weed? That was fucking horrible. That was fucking brutal up there. You guys got any stuff? Got any stuff?"
I have a feeling Dag might have some.
"Hey, man, your dad? My name's Daniel Lagodarius. If you could, hook a brother up.
Drugs are for losers.
Look, man, I'm not a narc.
What?
I swear to God, man, I'm not a narc. Do I look like a fucking narc, man?
All right, be cool.
Do you see me up there? I just need to chill the fuck out or I'm going to have a heart attack.
Why would you assume, just because I smoke in real life, that my character... I've done nothing
Because you're a
to
barbarian
make you
in real
think-
life.
Okay,
You love to kill things in real
that's
life.
true. All right, hold on.
What about Winter?
So Dag hangs out at this place, or Dag's been to this place before.
Yeah.
So maybe I would know a guy that could hook up this.
Yeah, for sure. You have no problem going up to just one of the guards. There's a lot of like there's guards everywhere. There's never been this
If I was
many
at a
guards.
comedy club, I would look for a guy with dreadlocks, maybe working at the in the food area of the comedy club, or a bartender.
Funny you should say that.
Yeah.
You walk up to the bartender.
Dude's wearing a Doug Benson shirt.
Yeah, he's conveniently enough, he's wearing a Getting Dug with High shirt, and he gestures over to one of the guards, an orc with dreadlocks,
Okay.
and says, "Oh yeah, he's got some shit. I saw him passing it out earlier. It's like it's free."
All right. So the orc.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the fairy then, when he notices what's going on here, he goes, "Oh yeah, man, we pay their salary. The fairy's totally chipped in some gold for this shit. So if he sees you with me, he'll give you some stuff."
Okay. Well, wait. I'm getting it for the fairy, aren't I?
Yeah, well, he didn't. He was worried it would be like the wrong guard to ask. He's totally
Okay.
whacked out on nerves. He
Okay.
clearly has never even been around humans before.
He doesn't want to even go back in the crowd, probably.
All right.
No,
You know,
no,
when you
he's
eat
he's
shit-
hanging real close to you. You notice he's like hovering right over Dag's shoulder at this
Okay.
point.
All right. So I would approach the trust fundian orc for
Yeah.
me.
He goes, "Hey, what's up?
Hey, man.
Hey, I'm Ink. What do you want?
I like your dreadlocks.
Thanks, bro.
I like what they say.
Yeah.
Anyway, you got a little, you know what? Little green, little.
Yeah, man. Jesus Christ. Here you go. Here, have it on the house. This is the worst fucking moon festival I've ever been to. Jesus.
It's supposed to get better, the fairies say.
Yeah, whatever. Magic's for queers.
Wow. All right. Thanks.
The fairy hears this, by the way, and goes, "Hey, man, shut the fuck up. I'm a gay fairy. I really don't appreciate you throwing around language like that." "Oh, sorry, bro. Sorry, bro. Didn't mean anything by it. Just my culture." "Yeah, man, I get it, but Jesus Christ." So you guys all smoke up, right?
Okay.
Chill
Am I
out.
invited in this? I just met you guys.
Sure.
You overheard the conversation, so I, feel,
I heard you guys talking about smoking up. And I know I just met you, but you guys seem pretty cool.
Smoke session. ever.
So Ding Ding's relaxing, and he confides in you guys. He's like, "Look, we are putting on a big magic show. It is going to happen, but we're freaking out a little bit. We charged one of our main magic users. He's high up in society. He's cast big spells for us before with putting on the show. He organized the whole thing. I don't know what's going on. He was supposed to show up and orchestrate this whole thing. I actually sent a guy back already. I already sent a guy back," he says. He sent a guy back to try and find this big wizard from the fairy kingdom, and he never came back. So Ding Ding wants to know if he can persuade you guys. He'll pay you somehow to come back with him to the fairy kingdom and see what's going on. He'll escort you there, but he's afraid of going back alone because he was sent here to keep everyone occupied, and
Okay. How far away is
freaking
the
out.
fairy kingdom?
it's like a 20-minute walk, but it's hidden in the woods. He has to
Tiny
cast a
little
spell.
place.
If he casts a spell, the woods will open up in a way that normally wouldn't.
I'm not going to say no,
Yeah, why not?
because then what are we going to do?
Never
for
seen
an
a
hour?
fairy.
More magic and watch the show.
Yeah.
We're going to be high anyway.
Yeah.
It'd be fun to go into the forest and finally
Sure.
meet.
Do they have any food there?
They do. He promises great bounty if you help
let's
him
go.
out with this. He was like, "We'll pay you with magical armor, magical weapons,
I like that.
food, gold, whatever you want. This is we have the resources. It's just it's strange that this person we trust so much in our society has abandoned us. Hopefully, just for a minute. Hopefully, he's just trying to clean up some coffee he spilled on his robe or something like that, and he's freaking out too, probably. So great. He says,
I think this guy's on the up and up. This little ding ding
Curious
guy.
to see his land,
he
his little kingdom.
He's relieved, and then he gets nervous again. He starts freaking out. He takes another toke of off the pipe. And he goes over and he whispers to the orc that you guys got the weed from. And he comes back and he says, "Hey, I talked this guy into coming too. Is that cool? I think we might need it."
Why?
No big deal. It's probably nothing. I just feel like, he gets it. He feels bad for what he said earlier. I bet he'll come with and just be backup or something. Not that you'll need it. I bet you guys, this is going to be just a quick errand. We'll be back here for the light show.
All right.
So
I will say before we go on this journey that sometimes it's not very fun to hang out with your drug dealer. That's
true.
my warning. I'll come
That's true.
anyway, and I know I'm the new guy.
Ink-
But let me just speak
Ink
my
looks
mind.
at Ink looks at you funny. He goes,
Hey, Elzid, I don't appreciate that shit. A lot of us guys, we deal on the side, but we're up and coming bards, and we just want people to hear a few of our songs once in a while. Sure, we might say, hey, you just listen to our music for a while. We'll give you some free stuff, but it doesn't make us any less of a bard. It doesn't make us any less of a barbarian. We're just a dude who's got ambitions outside of swinging a fucking sword around. All right, bro?
May I say something in my defense? I get a little paranoid when I get high, and that's exactly where that came from.
Ink nods in understanding.
All right, put her there, friend.
Ding Ding. Also,
Ding Ding.
he says, let's go check out one of these shops real quick and maybe try and load up on some supplies. He takes you over to the alchemy shop, saying that they probably got some shit here. And he talks to the alchemist manning the booth. They kind of get into it. Clearly, Ding Ding's trying to use his muscle as one of the beings who funded the big festival and to just get some free shit. And the guy's not into it. So Ding Ding, just for fun, I'll make myself roll for this. Oh, 19, great. Ding Ding pulls out a wand, and you hear a pop, and the alchemist's neck snaps back, and he falls to the ground unconscious.
Ding Ding.
So he waves you guys over. He says, "Hey, you guys. Most of this is bullshit. It makes your skin glow. There's not any real fun potions, but there's 4 chests over here. Why don't you guys all open some of these things up and see what's inside?"
I don't feel great about that.
What's happening to this guy on the floor?
When you imply that Ding Ding should open, he gets nervous and he's like, "No, man, it's cool. I wouldn't even know how to open a human lock, really. If you guys could just handle this, that'd be great. You don't have to open all of them, but
But you just killed the
You
guy.
just snapped a man's neck.
I don't. Well, that's because I don't really give a shit, and we're in a hurry. If you could just grab one of these, you want to try one of these? You want to try any of them?
I don't think that's going to
Are
happen.
you gonna put the pressure back on Ding Ding?
Yeah.
Great.
Yes.
So he turns white, and he realizes he's lost some rapport with you guys by trying to pressure you open these. So he says, "Fine, I'll do it."
It's more killing the guy than the
Yeah.
pressuring us to open the
He's not dead. He's unconscious. I didn't break
you
his
said-
neck.
Oh, you said his neck snapped.
His
back.
neck snapped back. I mean, he's fucked up. Like, he's not going to wake up for a while. But
Oh, well, then let's
the
go through
spell hit him in the jaw. I mean, it didn't.
Let's open the chest.
Just chill out, you guys. I mean, Jesus Christ.
I thought he was dead, but okay, let's open it up.
He's fine. And you look over at the guy, and he is indeed breathing.
We did just meet you.
I get it, man. And we're all just a little strung out right now. I mean, so yeah, do you want to try to open one of these?
Ding Ding's crazy.
Sure.
Yeah.
Which one of you guys wants to go for it?
I have no skill at picking. I would think the thief would be good at that.
What's
okay.
your dexterity and your intelligence?
My Ilz's dexterity is 10, intelligence is 8.
All right. Well, let's say roll a 20. If you get a 10 or better, you're in.
Here we go. Unfortunately, I've received a 4.
All right. So let's say you've got a lock picking kit. You break off one of your lock picks in this lock. You don't think this chest is going to open. You want to try another one?
I'll try another one. Let's try this one. Here we go. 13.
Great. So you pop this one open, and there's some potions in there. And Ding Ding flies over him. He looks over him real quick. He says, "All right, these are great. These are full health potions. There's 5 of them. You guys want to grab this
Yeah,
shit?"
split them up.
So you can split that up. Do you want to try another chest?
Sure.
Sure, why not?
All right. Go for it.
Here we go. 4.
Another lockpick breaks off.
Damn it.
I can try. I've got an 18 dex and a
Yeah,
17
sure. If
intelligence.
you want to loan him one of your, we'll say you got like 10 lockpicks. You got plenty.
Here we go.
Okay, good. 13.
Great. So this one pops open and it's full of bracelets. And
Ooh.
Ding Ding grimaces for a second because they look exactly like the ones little kids are running around wearing, where they let you see in the dark.
Glow bracelets, yeah.
But he looks them over again and he laughs loudly and nervously, really loud, really uncomfortably loud. He goes, oh great, oh thank fucking God. And he says, you guys should put these on. They'll help protect you just in case.
What do they do?
Oh, they're just some magic protection bracelets. It's cool. It's cool. You're probably not going to need
Specifically
these at all.
against what magic?
Just psionic stuff. Don't worry about it too much. It's just, there's some of that stuff in the woods sometimes. You probably won't even see anything. But,
I'm not trusting him every once in a while.
Yeah.
Like, I'll trust him for a minute, and then he'll say something else. And
Yeah, you kind
so, do you guys put the bracelets on? To Winter, do you want to cast a spell on these and make
does he
sure
has to
he's got
identify?
detect magic. He can identify these things.
Absolutely.
All right, why don't you go ahead and roll for this one? Just roll a 6-sided. As long as you don't botch it.
No watch.
Great. So, Winter immediately just looks him over and he's like, yeah, you realize it's like just a magic protection. It's a pretty good psionic protection, actually. So if
Alright.
all you guys pop these on.
All right. Wearing it.
okay.
If you say it's cool, I'll put one on.
Ding Ding apologizes profusely if he seems standoffish or untrustworthy.
I'm sorry if I didn't. Yeah,
First, we thought you killed a guy. So,
Well,
we did just meet you.
Yeah, look at it from our point of view, Ding Ding.
to try to make it up to you, he waves his wand a few more times, and does a little flourish. And we realize it's a different wand. You can barely tell because his arms are so fucking tiny. But he's swapped wands, and this time you see briefly an illusion spell not unlike Hug could cast. But you see the scariest fucking demon face you've ever seen in your life for like a millisecond. And he said, don't worry, I got my own ways to protect you guys. I'm not just fucking around here. And then he puts both of his wands away, and he approaches you. He lays hands on each of you. And...
Without asking?
Yeah. But immediately he goes to you first, Dag. He feels like, even though you might be pissed at him, you were the first one who was nice to him, so he wants to prove himself to you. And you immediately feel stronger when he does so.
Okay.
And you get a +3 to your strength.
Oh, wow.
He does. You see the smile on his face, Elzid, and he approaches you.
All right.
You also get a +3 to your strength. And then he goes over to Winter and Hug. He lays hands on you guys. Winter, you get a +1 to your intelligence. Hug, you also get a +1 to your intelligence. And so he gestures for you to head over to the woods. You walk for only like 5 minutes. You're already near the edge of the woods. He checks to make sure, you guys are between a couple of outhouses. So it's great. It's people shitting on either side of you. It smells terrible. You're like, this fucking Ding Ding piece of shit. Ank is laughing at what a fucking bum deal this is because he hasn't even gotten a spell cast or anything. He's being dragged around like a slave. He's starting to get real suspicious. But then Ding Ding waves his hand, and you see the woods as if they're folding open. Suddenly more trees appear than you thought were there. And you look on either side of you, and the outhouses that were just moments ago inches from your shoulders are now 30 feet in either direction.
weird.
And Ding Ding heads into the woods and gestures for you guys to follow him.
All right.
Okay, we follow. Right?
Yeah, I'm coming.
So you're walking through the woods for a few minutes, and almost right away, you see on the ground a pile of meat.
Yuck.
Looks like ground meat. It looks like about 200 pounds of ground meat.
Oh, my God.
And Ding Ding tries to
just
act
on
like
the ground.
Yeah, just on the ground in a small clearing, like it's nothing.
Hey, what's that pile of meat all about?
Oh, Heather, what's up?
This big pile of meat, 200 pounds of ground meat.
I mean, it's a magic forest. I mean, humans can't even go here. You're gonna see some shit like you don't even know what's happening.
Big piles of ground meat is just normal.
I mean, it's probably a wild animal fucked him up, but nothing you guys can't handle. You guys are warriors.
Seems like a waste of good meat, though, right?
Ding Ding quickly tries to fly and gesture for you guys to continue. Do any of you guys want to take a slightly closer look? Just lean over this thing.
Yeah.
So it's remains as opposed to just some ground meat?
Well, you could try to find out.
Yeah.
You want to poke it with a stick?
Well, I don't.
I used to work with the dead.
Well, but it might
remember?
be a trap.
In another
too.
life.
It indeed might be a trap. But
That's why you want to be careful of it.
I've got a detect traps thing going on here.
oh yeah. Why don't you
Can you try to detect traps?
I'm going to try to detect some traps.
just roll 20.
Roll a 20.
And what's your intelligence again?
10. No. 8.
8. All right.
Here we go.
Not terrible.
17.
Great. Wonderful. So you poke it with a stick.
Mm-hmm.
You find some shreds of what are clearly human clothing. And you find a couple of bone fragments. It becomes clear to everyone there, even those of you who aren't poking it with a stick, this is human remains.
Yeah.
But in addition to this, Elzid, you discover a small sigil, a patch. It looks like it was sewn onto this guy's shoulder. And you recognize it as from a local beast wrangling guild.
All right.
So this is somebody who probably wasn't traveling alone.
All right.
Do you want to communicate that to the group?
I think I'm going to communicate this to you. Gentlemen, gather round. I have some information for you. I recognize this patch. It appears to be part of a bigger group of beast holders.
Cowboys?
So
In other words, cowboys.
Did the beast did he lose control of his beast, or was he attacked? Or
Is Hug saying this?
Yeah.
It's hard for me to
Ding
tell
Ding, or-
exactly what's going on.
Are you wondering aloud, or are you putting the pressure on?
I am
Ding Ding?
wondering aloud. Yes.
Yeah, does it look like he was torn apart by an animal, or like
He was
imploded,
definitely
or-
torn apart by an animal of some kind. Yeah, you see there's long grooves that imply teeth.
Have
in
you seen this
particular.
sort of thing before? Ding ding.
Ding Ding?
I mean, fuck. Yeah, I mean, if this guy's a beast handler, I mean, obviously, his beast might have just done this, and it's like his own fault, right?
Well, if you kick this piece of flesh over, it looked like he looked like a nice enough guy from his smile.
You kick it over and find that indeed he seemed like a very pleasant non-warrior's face. He
Yes.
seems like a civilian.
Very much.
He doesn't seem like a tough guy. He seems kind of just like someone who'd just be standing around the Moon Festival for fun.
So he's not an animal handler.
No, he's an animal handler, but he's not like a tough one.
Oh, okay.
He's a nice animal handler.
And you start to realize, oh, maybe it was a magical animal handler.
Right.
But also, you recognize it, and this guy doesn't seem nefarious at all. You don't find any magical items on his body. You
have
don't find
anything
any
to do with
weapons.
this, Ding Ding?
What do you mean?
I mean, are you
So you're
responsible?
acting suspicious.
I'm just worried you're luring us in
All
here
right, I'm gonna be straight with you guys.
for a change.
Oh, here we go.
Pretty sure this is the guy I sent ahead of you to, I opened the woods for him and was like, hey man, just, head in that direction for 10 minutes. You'll find this tree, go in the tree. You'll find our wizard. He'll talk to you. Everything. Just come back. He'll open the trees back up to you. No problem. But looks like this guy made it in the woods maybe just a couple minutes before something happened to him. He was traveling with a small animal. I don't see the animal anywhere, but it wasn't big enough to do this to him.
So you just sent him in on his own?
I mean, the animal he was with, I was like, that's plenty. He'll be fine.
And what do you think did this?
All right. I guess I'll be a little more straight. You guys still seem pretty
Seriously.
suspicious to me.
You're getting super straight.
He's totally freaking out. You can tell, he's not expecting any resistance. He thought he would totally be able to talk you into this, but he's kind of a low level guy. He
what's his
tells you
charisma?
this. He's like,
Zero?
no, his charisma is actually pretty good, and that's why when
so tiny.
he's so well exactly. You don't why would you trust a little thing you've never seen before? But that's why he was sent. He normally is pretty good at convincing people, but he's never talked to humans before. He doesn't know what to do, and he says, I'm actually one of the lower class wizards. We live in a separate area of the trees from many of the respectable
ghetto.
Yeah, I live in the wizard ghetto, and I was summoned to just be the messenger to stall until this wizard comes. And he's like, I'll be honest with you guys, this wizard's kind of an asshole. And he says, like, this guy was given maybe a little too much power to put on the show at the Moon Festival.
So he was the main act? Is that the thing?
He was going to be the main act. He was going to show up. He was going to cast spells that made it look like dragons were fighting each other.
With the guy that got killed?
No,
the fairy wizard,
big wizard.
Right.
Yeah, and he's definitely, shifting uncomfortably as he's telling you all this, and he's just
Where
like,
is he?
So wait a minute. Just so now we understand we're in the forest. There's a dead body on the ground. There's a forest closed behind us.
yeah, of course.
So we're stuck in this forest with this asshole. Just giving us just a fragment of the story. as
The
we
orc
keep
is
going.
also freaking out at this point. He's
Fuck him.
clearly cheap labor, and the orc Ank with the dreadlocks is like, he's already tried to kind of like quietly walk back to see if the woods had closed behind you, and you at one point you heard him go "fuck" under his breath.
So, I mean, I guess the three of us should have a conversation about whether or not we think we should go back home. What's at the end of this thing that makes it worthwhile for us?
He's like, I'll promise you this much. You will come, no harm will come to you as long as we can get to this tree and talk to this wizard. I have enough protection that nothing can kill us. If you could just come with me to this tree, that's all I ask. It's a tree that's been hollowed out for the purposes of this magic user. He's been casting his spells and doing his research here, building up his big show for the festival in this tree. We've kind of left him alone and just were like, whatever you want to do, man, it's cool. And just talk to him for a second, and I'm sure he'll explain.
How far is he?
Yeah, Ding Ding says is just like another 5 minutes. It's for 5 more minutes.
Well, look, where are we going to go? We can't get out.
Well, it wouldn't hurt if you sweetened the pot for us, because here we are doing this out of the kindness of our hearts.
As you say sweeten the pot for us, somehow you notice while you've been talking, these magical woods have gone from dusk to night. And everything is pitch black. There's a magic crackle in the air you're not familiar with, and it almost looks as if there's glowing pollen falling from the treetops. And this makes Ding Ding nervous too. Not necessarily that it's uncomfortable, but he knows that you're going to be more suspicious the later it gets.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So he looks at all of you, and he promises each of you. He's like, I've already promised you everything. I've already promised you guys magic armor, magic weapons, gold. What do you want? I mean, you tell me, man. I feel like I've already said I'll give you a whole kingdom. And
I guess I forgot about that part. I don't remember that part. Do you?
There was something about magic armor.
I will give each of you a weapon, blessed. I will give each of you clothing that turns you into your dream's ideal. I will give you enough gold to buy whatever vessel you want, to sail to whatever land you want. And I don't know what you humans, and some of you guys don't look too humans do, but if you like to fuck, I mean, you can fuck with this money, man. You'll be fucking all fucking night, man.
Wow.
Now, why should we believe you have any of this to give us?
He gulps and he looks twice at the orc, who he trusts the least at this point. And he pulls out a tiny pouch. It looks like a tenth the size of a thimble. And he gestures to Dag and he says, hold out your hand.
All right.
To the orc or to us?
To
me,
Dag.
To me.
Okay.
I put out my hand.
He drops this tiny bag. And the second it hits your hand, what's your strength?
18.
Great. Oh, yeah, he already
Give
cast
me
a strength
raise,
spell on you,
yeah.
too. So the second hits your hand, it weighs 200 pounds. You grab it with your second hand, but you realize very quickly that this is enough gold to buy you several houses.
Oh, wow. There's a lot of gold here, you guys.
Well, that's cool.
All right.
Let's.
Anyone
Okay.
curious as to how he got it, or you just want to just be like, oh, I got the
all
money?
right. I assume you knocked
You know,
somebody
I-
else out.
Now that you bring up the question, I'm interested to know where this gold came from.
Sure. Well, you put it that way. Whatever he said.
I really thought that once the wizard showed up, no one was even going to be looking for me, and I could just take off. I really don't like living in my shitty parlor worlds, and I was going to just start over again, barter my way to it. I live kind of a shitty life, you guys, but I'll give you this whole bag of money, man, and.
But wait, all the other shit you told us is not true?
It's all true, but let's just say, if this magic show is going as badly as I think, we're all so fucked. We're all really fucked, you guys, if this magic show doesn't go off.
What's going to
People
happen?
are going to riot, or?
My culture doesn't put up with tardiness. My culture doesn't put up with lies and deception. My culture was especially suspicious of interacting with humans or putting on any show, so already, I mean, someone's probably going to get executed if this thing doesn't happen, and if something's wrong, there might be some crazy shit. I was too scared to come back, but I mean, if we don't go at least talk to this wizard, I mean, this wizard could. And he trails off. And
Can I talk to you guys for a second? So wait, hold on. Let me just see if I've got this story straight. This guy's sent out to stretch out for a wizard that hasn't come. He does a terrible job. He feels like shit afterwards, so he decides to get high and get us high.
Yes.
Afterwards, he decides to take us back into the forest to help him get the main act. Am I right so far?
So far.
That's right, yeah.
Okay. So now that we're here, we see dead bodies of humans. And this guy tells us a story that he doesn't want to come back here because his life is shitty, but he's here to protect these people, which is two rubbing opposing thoughts. Mm-hmm. And so we're going to go and meet the angriest person that lives in the forest who happens to be a powerful wizard. Am I correct so far?
Yeah, because we can't just turn around and walk the fuck out of here because
We're trapped in here,
Yeah.
yes.
as you say this, you notice the bush next to you rustling.
I'm going to step away from the bush.
And let's take a break.
Okay. And we're back.
Hey, guys.
All right.
Hey, what's up?
So,
We're totally back from the break.
Yeah, we came back from that break, huh, guys?
Yeah.
you came back pretty hard.
Back.
Yeah. It's more powerful than ever.
So fucking back.
So, you guys had just heard some rustling in the bushes after
Oh, yeah.
That's right. Shit.
questioning the legitimacy of this
This guy's giving us some pretty strange stories.
He's all over the map.
Yeah, I'm not
all over the
sure
map,
how
yeah.
much longer I'm going to take it.
Yeah.
and as you're saying this, you hear some rustling in the bushes, and right next to you, uncomfortably close, a stag's head pops out of these bushes,
Oh.
and it immediately
Adorable.
starts staring down Winter.
A stag's head?
An entire stag is in the bushes.
Something's wrong with it?
Oh, okay.
It slowly walks towards Winter without losing eye contact,
All right.
and starts getting closer and closer.
Winter's going to web it in the face.
All right. So, Winter webs it in the face.
Because I think he's uncomfortable.
yeah.
That happen.
For sure.
And how about the rest of you guys? You stepping back?
I'm trying to get a good look at his horns.
I want to see what's happening.
It's got huge horns.
Are they covered in blood?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
The only thing unusual about it is the way it's
Mental
acting.
Stag.
Nothing about.
Still giving them a little bit of space.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
So anyways, his face is all glopped up.
As you glob up its face, it freezes.
Okay.
It doesn't get knocked over or anything, which also seems a little strange. You feel like that web should have been enough force to kind of make it shake back a little bit, and then all of a sudden it drops down to its knees, and then it rolls over and it starts convulsing.
Okay.
Ew.
What do you guys want to do?
Hey, Ding Ding, what's up with this stag?
I don't know, man. Let's just keep moving.
I could detect another trap, maybe. I don't know if that'll work, if this is a trap or it's just an animal.
Wait,
It seems like
it's
it's
just
like
like a
possessed
sick
or
animal,
something.
right?
Or,
Yeah. Well,
hey, hi.
All right.
Chair turtle. Let's just get the fuck away from
Yeah.
it. How about that?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm with you on that.
As you
like
start walking away, you start hearing violent gagging noises coming from the deer.
Okay.
And you notice it's moving maybe more than even a convulsing deer should.
All right. Just keeping,
Yeah, I don't.
increasing the distance between us and the deer.
Okay. You hear a ripping sound,
Okay.
and then are you guys kind of picking up the pace? So you,
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You
Coming out of that stag.
you can't see it in the brush, but something is picking up the pace behind you.
What do you mean?
Okay.
I think something came out of the stag and it's chasing us.
Oh. So we're going to run?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm
I
good
don't
with
know,
that.
you can stop and fight it if you want. I hope.
It'd be a fun fight.
I know you like to fight.
Yeah,
I like to back you
I
up.
haven't seen anything to be that scared of yet. So I'm going to turn and see what's coming out of this thing,
There you
out of
go.
the stag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, about 10 feet in front of you, you see what used to be the stag. It is trying awkwardly to walk on two legs like a toddler would. Its upper half is sort of unfolded,
Cute.
and there's what looks like 5 foot wide teeth made of skin. There's as if there's some sort of
Skin.
bone beneath its skin,
Skin teeth.
and it's just sort of smiling at you. There's no face. It's just the remnants of the top half of a deer formed into a large bony mouth.
And how big is this thing?
It's the top half. It's about 5 feet wide. Before it was ripped apart, this stag was maybe like as tall as you,
All right.
not including its antlers, which are now sort of dangling behind it, helplessly, completely useless.
That's just awful.
It wasn't a giant or anything.
Nope.
No. No, there's no giants in this world.
I know.
Guys, I'm going to say we take this thing down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right. I unsheath my longsword and run at it.
It doesn't move. Go for it.
All right.
It waits for you.
When I get there.
6 or a 9. Which one is it?
There should be a dot.
That is a 6.
For your attack? Yeah, you connect for sure. Roll for damage.
Okay. Dip.
Or is it 6 plus or 4 plus? What is your damage? What's your damage?
What's your damage? It's longsword at 10. Do we remember? Is it a 10 or a
Yeah, hang on.
I don't remember.
Longsword versus small is 1d10, yeah. Go for it.
Okay.
Do it. You get pluses too, right?
That's a 3.
Yeah, and then it's
And it's your first, you can do a double.
right. So 3 to my strength, but oh no. So what came up?
3
That was
plus
a
your
3.
bonus. Don't you have a? Oh no, this isn't the ice brand. This is just the longsword.
This is the giant killer longsword. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
it's
I don't think there's a bonus. Yes.
yeah, there is. It's a +3.
Okay.
So it's a 6?
Yeah.
Do you want to attack again? Because you can.
Yes,
if
I
you
do.
wish.
You sure get to.
I don't even, oh, do you have to roll?
Oh,
That's good.
do I not even have
Good.
to roll?
Doesn't matter. It's good. Same.
Okay.
Same. Great.
It's a
6 plus.
Plus 3?
9.
Great. So you hack at its right side, right beneath the giant mouth, and it tilts over a little bit, and then you hack at the other side, and it starts wobbling around, but it doesn't move until it attacks you, and misses. But a giant mouth clamps its like skin teeth right next to your ear.
Really
Oh
don't
my
like this.
God, I hate this thing. Please let
It
me
would
do
have. You would have almost been decapitated.
Jesus.
oh boy.
You feel.
With its flesh mouth?
Yeah. Also, the top half of it seems to be animated by an unseen force. The legs are almost just like moving around like a puppet, you realize.
Terrible. It's a terrible thing.
Hey, what's our little guy doing right now?
He's moving to attack.
No, the little dude.
Ding ding, yeah.
Who's he attacking?
The monster.
Oh, okay.
He's not betraying
So
you.
he's not controlling the monster.
No, you see him pull out one of his wands with his eyes locked on the monster, but he
Okay.
hadn't had
Who's
one
up?
out yet.
Is it
Okay.
Elzid or Winter or?
Yeah, who's up?
Let's go hug.
This way?
Yeah, let's go that way.
I will. My shit is such bullshit. When I don't, somebody else hasn't cast anything yet.
Dip, 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 dip.
I don't want to get too close to it, so I'm going to. Oh, I'm gonna. Shit. Oh, I'll use my wand again and hit the missile button.
Okay. So you get to roll. Is it a 4-sided for each level?
Yeah.
Is that it? Have at it,
So
sir.
that's 6 plus 1 for each. 4, 9, 14, 18, 20, 22, 27.
Great. So
Worth of magic missiles.
were you aiming for any particular part of
Just
it?
at the fucking thing.
At the whole
I
thing?
don't care, yeah.
All right. So about half of those missiles hit the bottom part, half hit the top. The bottom part of the deer is completely disintegrated. It's ripped to shreds, catches on fire, little cinders of it float in the air. The top half falls to the ground, and it's clearly been banged up a bit, but it's not dead. And it starts snapping towards you like a little novelty set of dentures. Except it's 5 feet wide.
Yeah,
And
of
its
course it
teeth
is.
its teeth look like scythes. So you're not too thrilled about it.
Somebody finish it.
Hug?
I think Winter is going to cast some sort of a.
Oh, yeah. That's Winter's turn. Pardon me.
Can his burning hands throw fire? Oh,
No,
his web.
you
on the
got
web.
burning hands.
He's gonna burn the web with burning hands.
All right. You notice there's not much web visible anymore. It was on the deer's head, and the deer's head is now just sort of in tatters behind it. This is the flesh you're looking at is sort of the inside of the deer's head,
Gross.
stretched out very thin over what looks like white bones. That you're not sure where those bones exist because you don't see any bones behind the skin.
Well, I could quarterstaff it, I suppose. That's never exciting. Yeah, it's 1d6. It's 1d6. Why not? He's gonna quarterstaff it. I have to roll to attack.
Great. Yeah, roll to attack.
And that's no good. Sorry about that. Thank you. Out the tower. Good. 10
Great.
and a 5.
Nice.
Yeah.
Not too shabby. So you thwack it, and the top half of it breaks,
Ouch.
but now it's snapping towards Winter.
Terrible.
Elza, do you want to have a go at this guy?
I'm going to try my luck at this guy. Here goes. What I have is a long sword. I think that's appropriate.
Yes.
That'll work.
I got a. What is this? So
I like the cut of this
Is
guy's
it,
jib.
this is small medium, right? So it's
Yeah, it's small medium.
So you'll roll your 20 to figure out if you hit it.
here we go. 17.
You definitely hit it.
Hit it.
Right. And then your 8-sided. What's that's 12, I think.
Oh.
There's your 8-sided.
Here goes.
6. Nice.
6.
Great. So your sword cuts through the top half and the bottom half, and immediately it turns into a pile of loose deerskin. And everything is
Dead.
completely silent.
Dead. Nice.
There's
Good.
no sign of whatever was animating this deer.
Beautiful.
Ding Ding again is now he's just kind of having a panic attack quietly at this point.
Oh, ding ding.
Let's get your guy and
ding.
get the fuck out of here.
He nods in agreement without saying anything and gestures for you to follow him. You go really fast.
I like the one new guy. The other new guy, not so much. This new guy is okay. This
the
one-
guy, yeah. With the, I can't figure out his accent, but I
Elzid?
like him.
Yeah, he's all
I
right. though.
spent a lot of time in theater school before I became, a fighter thief. I stole a lot of things, then I got into fights. Now I'm a fighter thief.
That's just the life of a fighter.
You reach the tree, and you notice there is two animals sitting in front of it.
Oh, that's unfortunate, probably.
and Ding Ding approaches them. They look like dark blue.
Ding ding.
They look like dark blue foxes. Their eyes are solid, glowing yellow shade,
Weird.
and they've got more of a hyena face.
Oh.
So they look like animals you've never heard of before.
What does the fox say?
Well, Ding Ding approaches and gestures.
Ding 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 ding.
Oh man.
There you go. Everyone at home is really glad that this happened. Real glad there's a character named Ding Ding. But
does
I
the
just
fox
think of Phil
say?
Silvers when I hear ding ding. From
Ding
Top
ding.
Cat.
Oh yeah.
Ding. So he gestures for the animals to leave, but they start growling at him. And as he backs
Just
away,
tiny little harmless tiny little small, very small foxes.
they're small.
After all.
They're small. They're only a little bigger than a house cat.
Okay.
But they're barking at him, and they could clearly tear him in half. He's flying too high for them to do it.
I
But
kind
they're.
of get it. I'm not sure
tiny.
that I trust him. I would bark at him too. If I
Well, what
was
do
a
you guys
barking
do?
creature.
He takes out his wand, but he's scared to use it. He's worried he's going to get in trouble. Clearly, so he's in a defensive pose. He's flying too high for them to jump up, but you can tell something might be going on with his animals.
Are they the wizard's pets or something? Do you know them? Ding ding.
Yeah, they're trying to keep Riff Raff out while he learns spells and stuff.
Okay, so don't hurt them.
Well, they're gonna fucking kill me, man.
It'll be fine. We'll
Maybe we
we'll
could
protect
cause
you.
a distraction that would make them go away.
Yeah.
As you get closer to talk to
let's
Ding
do
Ding,
that.
they growl at all of you. But they still seem mostly focused on him, like they want to kill him.
All right. Well, let's just stay high and you'll be okay.
What, you mean just like go up to the door even though these fucking things are barking at me?
We don't care about you very much, Ding Ding. You have to realize
We
this.
just met you, remember?
We do not
gotta
sure
keep
we like
reminding
you.
We can go back and grab some stag meat and
As
throw
you
it to them.
as you say this, the two fox creatures start growing in size.
Oh,
Yeah, boy. Does Ding Ding not remind anybody of Eric Roberts from the Pope of Greenwich Village?
I don't get that reference now.
Protect your thumbs.
Sorry, that's
Protect your thumbs at all costs.
We're at an hour. Let's call it and then come back and kill these guys
Sounds good.
as they're growing.
Yeah, right.
Right. Anything?
What's a
got
fun way
coming
to
up?
kill these guys?
We're doing gigs, right?
Oh yes, we will be. God, what are the dates on that? It's,
We can.
we're at the Beat Kitchen in Chicago, and then what's the place in DeKalb called?
The House Cafe.
Yeah,
So
House
it's
Cafe.
it's House Cafe in DeKalb on October 16th, and then we're going to be at the Bee Kitchen in Chicago on the 17th.
Those will be fun shows. They always are. I mean, I think it's like my fourth time in DeKalb. I have a blast, and
I love the Bee Kitchen.
man.
I ran a comedy show there for 6 years.
In Chicago? Is that what it is?
Yeah, I did it last year for the first time.
It's a music venue, though.
Oh, that's cool. What's the
Rock
capacity
club.
of a place like that?
Like 200.
That's awesome. That's a perfect comedy.
It was one of the.
It's great.
That's where I did it last year, and that was one of the most fun shows I've had in Chicago in a long time.
That's really cool.
Looking forward to that. There's other dates on BrianPosehn.com. I'm when this airs this week, I'll be in on the Motorhead cruise. So if you live in Miami, sorry, but get on a cruise and listen to Motorhead.
You know who said he was going to be there at that thing? Was Eric Powell from The Goon.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I know that you're going to be there.
Yeah.
Scott, Anthrax is going to be there.
Yeah,
and Motorhead.
Yes.
And what other bands are going to be there?
Slayer, Exodus, Huntress,
That is-
Battlecross. It's like a pretty crazy.
That's a really good group of bands,
a
and then
pretty good-
super fun guys to hang out with, too, at the same time.
And Exodus and Slayer. So Gary Holt's doing double duty.
That's awesome. Exodus, badass.
Yeah, and I just have you seen his new guitar? That new.
Is it
he plays ESP, but it's.
Is this
it
like a V,
looks
like a
it's
red-
glowing red? No,
Yeah.
no, it's like a Les Paul body, but it's.
Oh no,
but-
okay. I think I have seen that too. But
It's
he's got
got
like red
this-
pickups in there or something.
Yeah, it looks like the whole thing just glows. It looks satanic. It's
That's so
fucking
awesome.
cool.
He's a great. We were talking about him before we came and did this thing, but that guy's just a monster guitar player.
It's one of the best.
And we were talking about the new Slayer album, which I have to listen to,
Yes.
that you've listened to, that you dig a
Yes.
lot. But that's really cool. So, have you done that before? I'm sorry, I'm doing a mini interview inside of your podcast. But have you done that before?
No, it's my first time. I have no
So,
idea what to expect.
for those of you guys who don't know, the what is it called again? It's
the Motorhead Cruise.
It's the Motorhead
Motorboat
Cruise. So basically, it's a cruise, like a Carnival cruise liner, basically,
Yes.
with many bands swapping off, and all the fans are on board with the band.
For
So
the
you
whole
get for the whole
so you're
weekend,
there 4 days or whatever.
and they have like a casino that's open, and they
yeah,
have like
and it's a regular Bahamas cruise. Like, so we go to Nassau and we go 2 other stops.
Yeah.
And then we come back to Miami on Friday.
you guys get to hang out and do whatever you want on
Yeah,
the breaks
yeah.
too. That sounds like the
I
ultimate.
have 2 shows in 4 days, so and then the rest is just hanging out.
So but you would watch those bands. You would pay money.
it's
to
all
go.
bands I like.
Yeah,
almost
exactly.
every band on the bill I like. There's bands like Crowbot and all these other younger bands that I haven't seen yet.
Okay, cool.
I'm looking forward to that. I think King with a Y is on there too. Like, it's crazy lineup.
That is really cool.
Hatebreed's on there. So
Are any other comics doing it too?
Well, no, not doing full-time sets, but what's the guy, big guy, East Coast guy, another metalhead. But he's even got like big in his name, Big Dave something.
I don't know.
Big Dave Metalhead.
Big Dave Metalhead.
That's seriously this guy's name pretty much.
Probably him.
I can't remember.
Well, that sounds like a super cool.
Yeah,
thing to
he's
do.
hosting some of the shows.
Yeah, I remember I got approached to be on basically a shred cruise, and I don't think I'm a big enough guitar player to do something like that. But it was seriously like Yngwie Malmsteen and like maybe like Morty Friedman
Right.
from like Megadeth /
Has
Marty
that already
Friedman.
happened?
I think it's like happening next fall. But they're like, "Can we pitch your name?" I was like, "Well, of course you can. I mean, that's just for a story to tell." But I don't. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if it's like. I don't know exactly what that is. If it's performances or it's like nerdy guitar clinics or what it is. But
I didn't know
I
what
would
to
have
expect to this one. I just asked Scott. I normally wouldn't hit him up.
Yeah.
But I was like, dude, ask whoever's booking that if they want comedy. Yeah, so I
smart
did.
move.
They weren't booking comedy, and then they found out I was into it. They
That's
made a
fucking
comedy
great.
show.
That's-
seriously, that's one of those shows.
Yeah,
I think that's one of those
worked out
shows.
really nice.
I remember when you told me a long time ago. You just got on the phone because we were writing Metalocalypse, and you took. I got to take this phone call.
Oh, yeah.
And you came back into the room. You're already hanging your head low.
Yes, yes.
And you said, I got an offer to do. What do you call it?
Gathering of the
Juggalos.
Juggalos.
And I said, before he finished that sentence, I said, you have to do it.
You're
You
one of
have-
the reasons I did
You
it,
guys-
because I also texted Dave Anthony and I go, dude, you'll never fucking believe
Right.
it. I just got this offer, and like I was working, I was on break.
Yeah.
and I went out and took a phone call and then came back and went, guys. But it was also the dumbest amount of money I've ever been paid for anything, like in my entire
Right.
career.
I
Like,
mean, yeah, you got to make money.
Yeah.
That's part of the thing.
and
you
I
get
was
to
like,
see
well, I'll get a
Juggalos.
story,
Yeah.
and I did.
Right.
Yeah.
You did. Well, that was the thing. I thought, no matter what happens, you're going to probably get 5 minutes. And 5 minutes is, as we know, that's a gold mine of.
yeah.
That's an important amount of comedy. You know, we work in. You know, it's the things that we do in life. Like an important life-changing guitar solo is 13 seconds.
Right.
You know, a great bit is like a minute and a half. A fucking chunk is like 5 minutes. And if you get 5 minutes out of something, that's going to pay your bills. It's going to make you excited about your
Yeah.
art. It's going to make you all that shit
go
happen.
get that
So-
chunk.
You go get that chunk. That's what I'm thinking. The motorboat. You go get that chunk.
Yeah, I get paid, and I'm going to be on vacation, and something's going to happen.
Plus, I mean, it's a beloved group. Like, that audience is a great audience. As we
Yeah.
know, the
Yeah.
heavy metal audience is like the coolest thing. And to hang out with them, just funny things are going to happen. Just 'cause
amazing personalities
You're on
in
a
one
boat.
place.
There may be dysentery. There's going to be
Maybe.
It'll be hilarious dysentery.
A rough night.
It's going to smell of diarrhea and
Yeah.
cigarette butts.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, man.
A boat is a floating toilet. You know.
I'm already wondering about the weed guy. I'm going to meet a weed guy because there's going to be.
There's going to be weed. Are you off the weed?
No, I'm smoking again.
Okay,
so
yeah.
I will be, especially.
Yeah.
What else am I going to fucking do on a cruise for 4 days?
We'll get drunk or smoke pot.
Yeah, yeah.
And jack off. Like, that's
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
that's all you.
Those are all. Yeah.
Those are the things. That's like all we want to do in life.
Yeah, and weed and jacking off doesn't give me diarrhea, but drinking does.
Drinking does. So there you go. There you go.
Beautiful.
Thanks for listening.
Yeah, my album comes out Friday. Buy it.
Oh, bye.
Look for it on iTunes.
Brendan's going to do another episode. Let's do one.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.
This has been an Earwolf production, executive produced by Scott Ackerman, Adam Sachs, and Chris Bannon. For more information,